For this week's podcast, we were given 3 questions. Our questions were: what are the problems when receiving feedback? What are the problems with giving feedback? And how can we use that feedback to change our product? And how have we used that feedback to change our product? So for the problems with receiving feedback it is hard to change your product after you've been working on it for so long and receiving feedback on how to change it. But you just have to roll with it, and sometimes it can be helpful, sometimes it does hurt to have your product criticized, but it does help. And going on to the second one, problems with giving feedback. This is the 4th week of giving feedback basically on other people's products, and it can be hard to figure out new ways to give feedback and figure out new things, because once you see those things you want to give feedback on and you've given suggestions before and they haven't been changed, it is hard to see that. So either asking for new things or giving those same things can be kind of hard. But basically the hardest thing is figuring out new ways to give feedback and new things that you can figure out to be changed. So looking deeper into it to see things that can be changed. And for the final one is, how do we use feedback to change our product? I just think it's good to have a larger perspective of our product rather than just the 5 of us, because it gives a wider range of people and ideas, because everybody in our class differs. There's a lot of difference in our group alone, but there's way more in the class, so it's good to see what they like to see and to incorporate that into our product. So that has really helped us to further our product, because when we started we just had the idea of contact lenses that are VR, but now we have privacy modes and a whole bunch of other stuff that we've added because of the suggestions of all of our classmates. So that has really helped us out, and we're looking forward to using all that feedback to show off our final product. So yeah. Another one of the biggest questions was, how have we integrated that feedback, and what are some specific ways? So when flipping back through our whiteboard presentation to see what people wanted, the most common thing was a privacy technology and like a do not disturb. So we did take that and we looked more into it by doing research and found out how to make technologies more private. So we definitely integrated all of that feedback from people to give them a better product, to satisfy their needs of what they were looking for. And the final thing was to discuss Matthew and give him some feedback. Overall, our group wrote down a lot of good things about Matthew because he's a good teacher. He really knows a lot about technology, so he can integrate that into helping us learn better, and he gives us really good suggestions. He doesn't shut down people's ideas. He just adds on to them to make them more appealing to people and better. One thing we did talk about him being able to do better on would be more controlling, and not be scared of the students, because it seems like he's a little, not scared, but anxious when he gets around us. So just that, and then timing, so running along with transition through his lessons smoothly to keep it rolling and to keep everybody interested. Overall, he's a very interesting teacher. He showed us a lot of interesting stuff, that we will forever use and we've been able to use on our product. Um, but I guess those small two things are really the only thing he could work better on. So yeah, that's the podcast this week.